Ramit Sethi said, spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut spending mercilessly on everything else. And today, I'm going to share with you 7 things that I have been absolutely merciless with and cut them right out of my life. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Karthik, and today I'm going to share with you 7 things that I have absolutely cut straight out of my life. 7 money rules that today I do not spend any money on. I spend the better part of my adult life having no control over my expenses, no control over my budget, no control over my spending. I would allow marketing of the big companies to get the better of me without any control in my hand. Today, I have taken back this control with these 7 rules, and here they go. All right, number 1 on the list is branded coffee. Now, I love my coffee. Not a single day starts without me having my coffee. But this is not 25 dirham coffee. This is not a $5 latte. This is absolutely off the rack instant coffee that I pour into hot water and I have black coffee. Pro tip is cut your milk and sugar out of your coffee, and trust me, you will never have the need to go back and buy branded coffee. But imagine spending 25 dirhams every single month. That's $5-6 every single day of the year. Do you know that's almost as good as buying an LV bag every single year? Now imagine you took this money and put it aside. If you invested 600 dirhams every single month for the next 24 years, you'll be a millionaire. Now that's just how compounding works, and that's just how math works. Now if you're one of those people who want to win the game of money, who want to be financially free, but are having your cup of coffee every single day, there's only one advice. Drop that coffee. Who's gonna clean that? But drop that coffee. Number 2 on the list is the latest gadgets. Now I know the latest Apple Watch Ultra or whatever looks so stunning, and I have been tempted by it every single time I see someone wearing that watch. But you can either be financially free or work towards being financially free or fall for this temptation every single time. Buying the latest gadgets has the least marginal incremental value. That means that if you buy an iPhone 15 when you already have an iPhone 14, the marginal difference or the marginal utility you get out of it is very, very small compared to the amount of money that you'll be spending on that phone. Stop falling for the temptation to buy a new gadget every time you see one, if you want to be financially free. Now I use a 5.5-year-old phone. It's an Android, it's a OnePlus. It works absolutely fine. Now I'm not saying you got to be as crazy as that, but every time I think of spending 5, 6, 7,000 dirhams on a phone, it blows my mind thinking that this money could compound over the next 20 years and mean a completely different financial future for me. Yes, I do spend if there's something that I actually need, but I will delay that purchase as much as I can. Now I've seen people with 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras behind their phone. I mean, it just blows my mind to think that what is one person doing with 6 cameras? Just doesn't make sense. So the next time you decide to drop $1,500 on a phone, stop and think if one will suffice. Okay, number 3 on the list is branded stuff. Oh, branded stuff. Yes. I have completely stopped buying anything with a brand label on it, especially if they're those crazy expensive brands. But I have spent the better part of my 20s buying the Gucci shoes, buying the Ferragamo belts, buying the Burberry polos. And trust me, when that Burberry polo of mine got destroyed in the sun in Dubai on the second time I ever washed it, I was done. I said, this is just crazy. How am I spending $700 on shoes? How am I spending $500 on a belt? It just was ridiculous. And if you want to be financially independent, if you want to create absolute wealth, just look around. Mark Zuckerberg, same blue polo. Warren Buffett, no names. Bill Gates, you name it. You know all the famous people, and they don't really wear the brands. I'm not saying don't buy brands, but if you are trying to build your wealth and you are trying to build financial freedom for yourself, if you want to retire early in life, then we cannot be buying brands today. This is something that is an absolute no-no for me, and no matter what. Yes, today also there are some times when I get gifts and I do wear everything that I bought in the past. I still leverage them till today. If I'm going out and I feel like, hey, I need to wear a nice pair of shoes that I bought 6 years ago, I'll still wear them. No doubt, those brands sometimes do last, but I also have examples of times where I've bought the best brands and they have ruined just like this, and that feels like absolute crap. So stop buying branded stuff until you are financially free. Number 4 on the list is very simple. It's bottled water. Now I live in Dubai. I know where that bottled water has been. From the time it's in the factory or the warehouse till the time it actually reaches me, that plastic reacting with the sun, it's absolutely crazy. Plus it's a financial drain. I have an excellent water filtration system in my house. It costs me no more than $300. It dispenses hot water, cold water, also perfect for my coffee, and it that's it. I made a one-time purchase and that is it. I've been using a water filtration system for 6, 7, 8 years and it has saved me tons and tons of money. Even if you drink a liter of water every day, right, that adds up to maybe $100 per month. That money should be going only in one place. You know where it is. Now I know you don't keep track of how much money you spend on water, but this is a double-edged sword, right? You can have a win-win situation by saving money and saving the environment. So start carrying your water around. You have those nice bottles that you get at Amazon. Maybe I'll put something down in the links below. Buy one of those. They have a daily chart of how much water you need to drink, at what time you need to drink it. It's a fun exercise. Do it. Stop spending money on plastic bottled water. All right, number 5 on my list is lottery tickets. There was a time in my life where I had a standing instruction to buy one lottery ticket every single week. Each lottery ticket cost $10, 35 dirhams here, and there was a draw every Friday or Saturday. And I had a standing instruction. You could automate that debit from your account to buy a lottery ticket. Now, I can't buy an index fund through an automatic investment here in Dubai, but I can buy lottery tickets. And the buying a lottery ticket was It did something to my mental psyche. It made me feel that I am going to win the lottery someday. Obviously, I didn't win it and I stopped buying lottery tickets. But it made me feel that I am dependent on hope rather than dependent on my hard work or me actually upping my skills to do something. So buying these lottery tickets was not only draining my financial resources, but also made me so dependent on luck and hope that I became a lazy bum. And I thought it was okay to do so many things, waste my time, waste my resources away because, hey, I'm going to win the lottery someday, right? I stopped buying lottery tickets, no judgment, do what you gotta do, but this is one of the 7 things that I have completely stopped spending money on. And number 6 on my list is buying physical books. Now about 6 months ago on my birthday, I was gifted a Kindle by my sister, and this Kindle has absolutely revolutionized the way I read. Now, not only are Kindle books extremely cheap, a Kindle, when I was buying physical books, I loved buying physical books, by the way. So every time I would travel at the duty frees or every time I was in Dubai Mall at Kinokuniya, what a beautiful place. That place can really sell books. And I would always go there and end up buying a lot of books. And what I realized was that I never end up reading them because whenever I wanted to read a book, the book was always on my bedside and I was on the couch. So what would I do? I'd put Netflix on. My book would be in the washroom, I'd be on the bed. If I want to read before I go to sleep, I couldn't do it because the book wasn't with me. So I'd scroll Instagram. But now having this Kindle, it's in my palm, it's so much easier to read. And because of that, I have read more books in the last 6 months than I have, I think, in the last 6 years. So if you actually want to get more reading done, then try buying the Kindle. It'll save you a lot of money. And the other thing is, I live in a small, tiny 1-bedroom apartment. There's no place for any more books, right? So having this Kindle actually helps because it doesn't consume any space around my house. All right, the last one, number 7 on my list is what I like to term Insta stuff, right? I got this term from actually buying stuff off Instagram. I have bought everything off Instagram at some point in my life, be it a meal plan, shoes, clothes, sunglasses, anything you can imagine, I have bought from Instagram. And I realized that most times the quality of these things weren't good. The shoes wouldn't fit right. I'd have to return the stuff. The quality of the shirts or the t-shirts weren't consistent. And I just realized that this is one thing I can easily cut off. The other thing about Insta stuff is something that my dad once taught me when I was a kid. I was in grade 11 or 12 and I wanted a PlayStation really badly. And my dad explained the concept of delayed gratification to me. And that is basically delaying your purchases. Gratify yourself not today, but tomorrow. The pain that you have to go through today is worth the pleasure you will get tomorrow. So stop buying stuff on impulsive decisions. Just because you've bought a gym membership, don't go out and buy 5 pairs of dry fit Nike shirts, or don't go and buy 4 of the latest Squat Wolf shorts. Go to the gym for a week. Go to the gym for a month. Use your existing stuff. Don't buy the latest shoes on the first day of joining the gym. Don't buy all the gadgets that you need the first day you make a YouTube video. Delay every purchase that you can. Make it worth it. Pay your dues first and then go out and reward yourself for it. So stop indulging in Insta stuff and delay gratification as much as you can. By cutting these things out of my life, not only did I improve my financial situation, but also eliminated so much of clutter from my life. It's become so much easier to live with far less because I know where I'm going. I know what the bigger goal is. I know what the bigger picture is, and that picture looks beautiful. Now, if you have decided to cut any one of these 7 things from your list, then smash that like button, subscribe, share it with someone who you know is also spending or wasting their money and wasting their resources on any of these. Join me on this beautiful journey towards financial freedom, and I'll see you on another video. Cheers.